Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to begin by firstly saying what an enormous privilege and honour it is to preside over such a warm and vibrant educational community like Northolm Grammar. Great schools are great communities, and great communities are made by great people. And as a principle, you stand on the shoulders of giants. And tonight is testimony of that. Thank you for being here this evening to celebrate a significant occasion in the school's history, our 40th anniversary. And as I scan the room tonight, we have representatives in our current teaching staff, our current parents, we have past parents, we have alumni, we have members of our community, we have former members of council, our present council. Tonight we have present the people that have made Northolm what it is today. Because anniversaries are a celebration of yesterday, today and tomorrow. And I look forward to sharing some of those aspects over the course of the next few minutes. I also want to take the opportunity to honour the founders of our school. And I think it's incredibly impactful and extraordinary that a group of individuals had a vision to identify a picturesque, semi-rural environment and create a Christian school that would deliver a level of personalised care that differentiated to other larger independent schools, would be committed to academic excellence, sporting prowess, and administer a robust co-curricular program. The school was very intentional from its origins to ensure that it was a family-centred school and that it would create an environment where every student had the capacity to believe that they could be a successful learner, but more importantly, a successful person. And that Northolm experience and that identity has been guided by the people here this evening and others over our 40-year history. When I arrived in 2019, I was blessed to work with an energetic and determined council, and we went into the preparation for what is the Challenging Minds Creating Futures strategic plan. And in order to ensure that the school was on the right footing and could deliver a quality education, as we had experienced in the past, for the next 4 to 5 years, we went back to the foundations of the school. And the foundations of the school were highlighted in the crest that is on each student's blazer and shirt. And that crest that was created in 1983 ensured that we had the pathway to excellence for our future. The scholarly book represents learning, which meant that we had the value of learning through scholarship. The rod and staff that goes back to the parable of the Good Shepherd meant that we had the value of caring for others and self. The cross that goes back to our Anglican tradition and our commitment to Christian values meant that we had the value of living a faithful life. And our motto, be traced, be true, meant that we had the fourth value of contributing to the community. And it's those 4 values that over the last 4 to 5 years that have been the cornerstone for us to be able to build a thriving and prosperous education. However, this evening is a momentous occasion because whilst we reflect with great adulation on our achievements and our accomplishments of the past, we also have a challenge in front of us in regards to what will the next 40 years look like. And there is no doubt, and it's very clear in the 3 speeches delivered so eloquently this evening by Reverend Christopher Welsh and Jenny Plews, the consistent theme is that values are a compass. They provide us with direction and guidance. Values are the glue that holds a school together. Values are also a magnet. They are able to draw like-minded people to the school community. But we need to be able to embrace the challenge over the coming years. Firstly, how do we ensure that our execution enables us to continue to live out those values, learning through scholarship, caring for others and self, living a faithful life, contributing to the community. But the second challenge is, how do we ensure that those values have the capacity to live and breathe in a changing contemporary world? The first point I want to make on that is that I think that the founders were absolutely right in terms of what a quality education looks like. And that certainly made my job a lot easier, because I firmly believe in that philosophical approach of the founders in 1983. And that is a deep belief in a classical education. The role of education is to ensure that we lead out the skills and dispositions of our students, that we provide a thriving environment so that each child can be the very best version of themselves. A classical education is one that believes very firmly in explicit teaching and direct instruction. A classical education is one that believes in the 5 key pillars of what forms a great school. That is, strong leadership, teacher leadership, middle leadership, school leadership. Secondly, high quality teaching. Thirdly, high expectations and rigour. Fourth, discipline and order. And fifth, an unrelenting commitment to the mastery of literacy and numeracy. So that very vision in 1983 is incredibly important today, especially when education, in many respects, is being hijacked by fads and trends that we know deep down in education does not work. However, just as that particular aspect of education is very similar between 1983 and 2023, there are some challenges that are presented now that weren't there in 1983. The first is technology, in how we continue to embrace it as a positive, but also how we recognise and understand the pitfalls of it. And what technology has done in regards to education is it has transformed education to a 24/7 experience. It's also transformed the profession of teaching, where teachers are not just instructors of learning from 8:30 to 3 o'clock, but they are consistently navigating complex and difficult relationships that can be broken down through technology, and playing an increasing role as parents. We're living in a time post-COVID where there is still disruption, and we need to continue to ensure that our students appreciate the core values of respect and integrity, which is why character education has never been more important. And we need to continue to offer that strong pastoral care that is very much in the DNA, but that we also play a significant role in terms of character formation. And that is that the Northolm environment is one where we ensure that students are safe, that they have a sense of belonging, that they believe in themselves, they have that sense of confidence that they can achieve whatever they put their minds to, and that it is a place of becoming. We also need to be mindful of the evolution of jobs and the challenges of life after school, that we are not just delivering a strong curriculum and an outstanding academic experience, but we are genuinely preparing students for life. And that means that we are developing an entrepreneurial mindset, we're developing a STEM mindset, and we're also developing a resilient mindset, so that students can generally accept and tackle those challenges that come their way when they leave school. As a principal, you are the temporary custodian of the traditions, values and history of the school. You are the author of the next chapter in the school's history. As we continue our journey of renewal, growth and excellence, let me just say how comforted and delighted I am that we have the capacity to work together to write that next chapter, and to ensure that Northolm Grammar continues to be a learning environment where our students strive, thrive and achieve. Be strong, be traced. Thank you.